So this video is about dating blind, and it goes back a while for me, but I've written about this online. You can find some dating tips regarding as an individual who's blind, and but I think back to my many dates before finding my wife, and even once finding her, involved picking locations. I started to get to know locations that I felt were, I don't know, positive for dating for me. So sound impacts, like it's not too loud, and even when there's a lot of people versus a little people, so how the sound is, so that I can make sure and have a conversation without really straining. So that's important to me, and also, I want to know the location, know where the restroom is, so I feel comfortable, whether there are menus in Braille or whether it's online, or you can access it through Blind Square. And, I don't want to be stressing what I'm picking for dinner, so I often would look over the menu beforehand, so I can make my focus on the other individual and about them, and I could still review some other options while I'm there, but be considerate so that when she's picking her meal as well. But so if the first date, I probably meet the person there, and I try to be there early and be at the table, and then some places won't seat you until your full party's there, so that's wait for them to arrive, and then so having knowing where I'm sitting, knowing the layout of the table, so exploring my place setting. If I had low vision, I remember when I had low vision, so making sure the glare from the window, or so picking my seat versus her seat back then, when the lighting impacted my ability to participate as well as a person with low vision. I remember that. Or if you had low vision and you're using a magnifier to read the menu or something like that, so making sure the lighting was appropriate for that, or that you have a magnifier that lights up if you had to do that. But all those are things to consider. Even the placement of my cane. Some places make it very difficult where you put your cane, but I fold my cane in half. I don't, and I slide it under the table or under my seat, and or against the wall if there's a wall. So if you have a rigid cane that doesn't fold up at all, so making sure you figure out the best location for that too. What other interactions are related to it? Definitely can be some funny situations. If making sure you know where your table is versus someone else's table. If you go off to the restroom and make it back, you could end up sitting at the wrong table. You just wanted to mingle with some other people. I remember on some dates at a movie theater, counting the rows and miscounting on my way back, and sitting down and sitting next to some other couple and a dude, and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, sorry, wrong seat. And or before even I had those skills, back in the day in high school, almost sitting on someone's lap in a super crowded theater, or someone sat in your seat when you got up. Yeah, situations like that. I've also put something on the seat so that it can tell tactually, like a coat or something on the back. Makes it easier to definitely recognize as well. Just small things like that. So I was thinking about that earlier. I hope you have a great day, and these are just a few tips on dating as a person who's blind.